completely fell in love with this AI 4K webcam. Why? Well, simply because this one here isn't a webcam like all the others, for the thousand of a feature and the function that make it unique. And now I'll reveal all its secrets. This is the OBSBOT Tiny 2 Lite and costs $170 with a 5% discount code found in the description below. It's a PTZ webcam with a very compact form factor, but despite being so small, the build quality is immediately noticeable. You can feel it's a premium product. It has a nice weight, about 92 grams. Design-wise, it's definitely a better version than the Tiny 2. In fact, it's slightly smaller and especially lighter, thanks to the integration of the base into the machine body. A very comfortable base made up of this solid clip with which you can position it on the frame of our monitor or our laptop in just a few seconds, and also equipped with a half 4 inches mount with which we can install it on a tripod, and getting it into action is a child play. We just need to do 2 simple steps: connect it to the USB Type-C port to our PC and launch the OBSBOT software. Easy, right? But let's talk about what matters most: image quality. The OBSBOT Tiny 2 mount a 1/2 inches 48 megapixel CMOS sensor. This sensor is very large, which means better performance in low light conditions and a superior image quality. And indeed, video quality is insane. We can record videos horizontally and vertically in different resolution and at a different frame rate: 720p and 1080p up to 60 frames per second, and finally 4K up to 30 FPS. The quality, more than good, is very good. The image is always clear, sharp, the color accuracy is really good, with also a good dynamic range, and there is also HDR support. Sure, we are not at the level of a mirrorless camera, but done is really good. At the detail level, as obvious as it is, there are notable differences between 720p and 1080p resolution. This performance jump, strangely, is seen a bit less with the transition from 1080p resolution to 4K. It's a bit hard to explain. Well, it definitely looks much better, but not as much you'd expect from 4K resolution. Anyway, in addition to having excellent image quality, there is another feature that positively surprised me. The autofocus of a Tiny 2 Lite is devastating. This is because the OBSBOT Tiny 2 Lite uses phase detection autofocus technology, which is much faster and more precise than the normal webcam autofocus. Traditional webcams use contrast detection autofocus. It doesn't have to back and forth to find focus. It's slow and often imprecise. Instead, the phase detection autofocus works like our eyes, dividing light into 2 parts and comparing them to instantly calculate the exact distance of the subject. It doesn't have to search for focus. It's like it already knows where it needs to go. It's the same type of technology we find in a much more expensive mirrorless camera. But the real advantage of the Tiny 2 Lite is combining the phase detection autofocus with AI tracking to improve performance. The result is incredible. It's capable of switching from focusing on our face to an object positioned a few centimeters away from it. It must be said that manual focus is also excellent, but honestly, it has such incredible autofocus that I have never felt the need to use it manually. But autofocus isn't the only noteworthy thing. The Tiny 2 Lite is very good in any light condition. It has insane exposure. I tested it in my studio with various light and even outside with intense sunlight, and it adapts automatically. It managed to have excellent quality in a low light condition. It's incredible. It seems like there is no noise in the image, and if there is, the software does a really exceptional job. Anyway, we can also set the exposure completely manually, as well as the shutter speed or manually adjust the temperatures, contrast, saturation, sharpness, and also the UI. But let's talk about the audio of the Tiny 2 Lite. It's equipped with a dual omnidirectional microphone with a noise cancellation and automatic gain control, and honestly, it sounds pretty good. Sure, it's not fantastic, but it's definitely usable for video calls and meeting without needing a separate dedicated microphones. But here we get to the most interesting thing. It doesn't just have a good sensor and more than decent audio. The AI tracking function of this webcam are impressive. We have 5 tracking options available. The first is the normal mode. It's a really crazy thing. It managed to follow me everywhere. I can't hide from it in any way. While it follows me, it has a fluid movement, like really fluid, and this is due to this fantastic gimbal mechanism. It's true, it's not that jerky and robotics movement that we could have from our cameras with tracking, which to follow you, modify the video constantly, cutting and adapting it. In this webcam, the motorized controls of the pan, tilt, and zoom are smooth as butter. This is the kind of stuff you would expect from a very expensive equipment, not from a webcam. And then there are the tracking options for individual body parts like upper body, close-up, headrest, and finally lower body. We have a free default zoom setting, wide, medium, or narrow. But here is where it gets really smart. The customizable tracking zone. This is a game changer. You can define specific areas where you want the camera to track you and areas where it should stay put. The hand tracking is a pure genius for tutorials and practical demonstration. Whatever you are crafting, cooking, or playing an instrument, the camera seamlessly follows your hand movement, capturing every detail for your audience. And if that wasn't enough, we can give command with a simple gesture. 3 in total. Few, yes, but they are working wonderfully, and they are incredibly intuitive. This one to zoom, this another one to widen the field, and this one, my favorite, with the hand completely open to start continuous tracking of our face. The preset system is absolutely brilliant. For workflow efficiency, you can see 3 completely different camera setup, each with its own position, zoom level, tracking mode, and image settings. One click and you are instantly switched to the perfect shot for whatever you are doing. And in the end, what can I say? The OBSBOT Tiny 2 Lite really won me over. It's incredible how in such a small object all this technology is concentrated. I'm not exaggerating when I say it's a product that offers so much on the table. The artificial intelligence work constantly, silently to guarantee the best possible quality, always perfect exposure without any hint of noise, up to that lightning fast autofocus that never stops, the AI tracking system with ultra fluid motorized gimbal and perfectly functioning gesture command transform every session into a professional experience. It's like having an invisible and tireless personal cameraman. And then there is the price. The Tiny 2 Lite is currently available for $170 with a 5% discount code found in the description below. Considering everything it offers, it's simply unbeatable. On the market, we'll find more expensive webcams with inferior specification or products with similar features at significantly higher prices. Thank you, OBSBOT. Really, thank you so much for creating this little jewel. And you, what do you think of the Tiny 2 Lite? Tell me in the comments below. As always, huge thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again in the next one.